Okay. Hello, everybody. This is our first lecture. Actually, it's an introduction lecture for the hydraulics and hydrology lecture. So this is Professor Ferhat Karaca. You know me because this is my not first lecture with you. And actually, this is a kind of continuity the continuous lecture or course of fluid mechanics. So we will continue where we left in this course. We will continue with hydraulics. Then in the second part of the course, we will continue with the hydrology. Then you are going to complete the main courses for the water resource engineering discipline in civil engineering program. So I am the professor who will lead the lecture, and also I have support at TA, teaching assistant. Akil is here. Akil, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm a TA for this course. During this semester, you can email me. I guess we met with most of the guys in previous lectures and previous semesters, so I know most of them. Good luck.
Okay, thank you, Akil, for your introduction yourself. So, guys, I share the screen. I hope you will be able to see the course information for the hydraulics and hydrology course. Okay, the first thing is that in the previous intakes of civil engineering students, we had two courses. It was hydraulics and hydrology. They were separate courses. And last year we decided to combine them based on the criteria given by the ABET accreditation. And now we have only one course, which is hydraulics and hydrology. I am delivering both of them together. And this is the second time of hydraulics and hydrology course given in Nazarbayev University Civil Engineering Department. So I can say that this is actually not hydraulics and hydrology. We gave both of the courses previously, but together, I mean, both of them together, this is the second time. So I can say that the content is almost very mature and evaluated by the earlier students, and you are lucky in this way. So this is not a new course. Okay, guys, as I told you that this is the main course and it is the following up course of fluid mechanics. So it's the prerequisite. I mean, you should not fail. You should have not failed to take this course. I am pretty sure that you have already passed it with D or higher score. That's why you are here. And hydraulics and hydrology course is actually, it is a little bit, not a little bit, significantly difficult course if you compare it with others. And you have your experience with fluid mechanics, so I can tell you that hydraulics and hydrology course is twice as difficult than fluid mechanics. So it is not an easy course, guys. So you have to work hard. And I have also my experience with you, your feedbacks, and also I had lots of discussions with my students online and offline. And so I got my lessons, lectures, in this term on this course. I will do more problem solving sessions to help you, okay, to deliver this course. So basically, in every week, I will first introduce you the topic in theory, then I will solve as many as possible questions I can. So this is what I will do. So this is the methodology of delivery. Teaching, synchronized, I will record it, and then there will be problem solving session as I did before. Then you will be able to follow the problem solvings, and at the same time you can also interact with me and ask questions. This is what I will do. The setup of the lecture is quite similar with the fluid mechanics. I think I can jump. No, let's do not jump. I will explain you later what you are going to have, like problem solving lab sessions and others. We will discuss them later. And before that, let me just properly introduce you the description of the course and course aims and also the content of the course. Okay, so the course, I think you should have fresh information from fluid mechanics course because you just passed it in fall semester. You remember that we just left the section. I mean, we are following a book, Yunus Şengel's book, and it was chapter 8, and we have just reached open channel flow. So hydraulic course will start from that point. Okay, but most of time hydraulic courses are starting from open channel hydraulics, but in the fluid mechanics we didn't go too much details of minor losses, and that's why I am planning to invest 1 week or maybe 2 weeks on pipe flow. It's going to be an update for you. You are going to remember your knowledge from fluid mechanics, and also you will learn practical information and more details about pipe flow. Then we will continue with open channel flow. And after learning open channel hydraulics and design characteristics, then we will continue with some details to understand and analyze different type of flows. And gradually varied flow is one of the flows, and fast varied flow is the other type of flows. And in order to apply some principles on those type of flows, you will learn energy and momentum principles. And it means that we will finish the details of open channel flow. And when we finish the details of open channel flow, the hydraulic is going to be over. So most probably we will reach a spring break, sorry. And after the spring break, we will continue with hydrology topics. And hydrology is another discipline, another topic in our discipline, water resource engineering discipline. And in hydrology, you are also going to learn some details about hydrologic process of precipitation, runoff water modeling, and some similar issues and some conceptual frameworks and methods for hydrological modeling will be included in the course. And you are going to learn the details of those topics. And this is the main description of the course. So again, this is a kind of actually, for example, if you go some other universities, in some maybe American universities or European universities, you might have 2 different courses like hydraulics and hydrology. But based on our experiences in earlier years, we decided to combine them. So in this course, you are going to have both of them in one course. That makes a little bit difficult, actually, the course. But don't worry, don't panic. I think you are going to handle it very well. The only thing is that you should be very careful about your attendance. We are going to follow your attendance. And you should be actively engaging in my classrooms, listen me, and ask questions during problem solving session if you do not understand. So I strongly encourage you to participate all possible sessions in my courses and do not miss any. Okay, and then you will be successful, I hope. So what we will have in this course, we are going to have exam, midterm and final exams. We are going to have some lab practicum anyway. You will do some 2 lab experiments, and also there will problem solving assignments. I am going to provide you details of the assessment criteria later. Just be patient. And actually, hydraulic is basically about open channel flow. Okay, so hydrology is about runoff flow. So these are essential information for civil engineers, and without those information, you cannot design any superstructure or any understructure. It is impossible, because water, it means everything. I mean, you should control water. You should design your drainage systems based on the information you will get this course. So you may consider that this course is one of the essential course, not only for water engineering. Also, this is a kind of essential course will support you in other courses if you are interested in structural engineering. Because in order to make a kind of structural design, first thing is you should handle the ground. Okay, you should first make a kind of drainage systems. You should first understand the nature of runoff system of the water, and the hydraulics and hydrological principles are there. So that's why this course is a kind of essential course for all civil engineers. And you have to learn everything very carefully and as good as possible. So that's why this is one of the main courses. Okay, guys. And me, Ferhat Karacan, you know me, and you know how to communicate with me. Sorry. This is my office. And if I will be able to come back to Astana, I will spend some time in my office. So it will be possible to visit me in person. So I think it is going to be possible on after next week. So I will inform you if I have an office hour. I mean, physically, if I have an office hour. Well, of course, I have an office hour at the moment. If you like to make additional discussions, you can come and see me online during Friday. And my TA is Akgül Bakirova. I am sorry, Akgül, if I am not pronouncing it correctly. Akgül has already introduced herself, and she will take care of your attendance issues. So if you have any issue with your attendance, like updating or missing information, please communicate directly with her. She will also take care of problem assignment markings, and also she will support us with the lab experiments. So if you have anything to discuss or any information you need, you can directly communicate with her. Okay, I will be also happy to help you on problem assignments and lab sessions, but she will be the main person responsible of those sections. Okay, these are also the topics. Let's have a quick look on what you are going to learn. As I told you that we will start with a kind of updating you on fluid properties. And here you see that in the first 4 weeks, we are supposed to have a kind of quick recovery for the fluid mechanics, but this is not going to happen, guys. You know that we have already lost 2 weeks because of the, shortening of the semester. So that's why I am going to spend only one, or maybe, of course, I am not going to teach today. I will start teaching on Thursday. So most probably I have to spend some time on next week too. And in the first 2 weeks, yeah, let's forget about those things here. Okay. Because of the shortening of the semester, and you have to do some self-study at home to remember your information from fluid mechanics course. Actually, you should have a fresh information from fluid mechanics, so it's not really necessarily. And then we will continue with 2 weeks update on fluid mechanics, pipe flow. Then we will continue with open channel flow, and until the break, we will focus on the details of open channel flow by having a special focus on gradual varied flows and rapid varied flows. Then after the break, we will continue with hydrology topics, and hydrology topics are including surface hydrology, water balance, and water supply and demand analysis, and also stormwater runoff calculations. Water distribution and water collection network principles are one of the topics I'm going to introduce you to make you ready for the next course. I am not pretty sure that. Is there any student who already had my water distribution and management course as an elective? Is there anybody in the classroom? He was in my, or she was in my classroom in water distribution and management course?
Okay. We didn't have such course.
You had it?
We didn't have.
Okay, because you are third year students. Okay, I got it. It is for 4th years. So let me explain you the sequence. The water resource engineering, okay, starts with fluid mechanics. Okay, it is the first course of water resource engineering. And in our civil engineering department, we have different disciplines. Okay, and water resource engineering is one of those disciplines, like structural engineering, like pavement engineering. Okay, like geotechnology. Yeah, geotech engineering. Okay, water resource engineering is one of the disciplines. And in this discipline, our courses are starting with fluid mechanics. Okay, it's the main course. And then hydraulic and hydrology are two other courses. Actually, we combine them. Now you will have one course. It is the second course in the water engineering, resource engineering discipline. And all civil engineering students in my department, in our department, should have these two courses. These are main courses. These are must-have courses for a civil engineering student. But next time, there will be a third course. It is called water distribution and water management, water distribution and management course. It's an elective course, and it is a kind of continuity of this course. It is a third course linked to water resource engineering courses. That's why in week 12, or maybe at the later stages of this course, I'm going to introduce some principles of water distribution engineering to explain you what you are going to see in the next time. And then you will make your mind if you like to take that course or not. Okay, this is the third course. Actually, we are supposed to offer you a fourth course. It is water structures, water engineering structures, but I have never offered this course, and there is no other professor in the university capable of teaching water resource engineering courses. That's why maybe the elective courses will be quite limited for you, and you will have a chance to take only one more extra course like water distribution and management course. That's all. And these are the topics, guys. Just quick summary for the topics. And the methodology is the methodology you are familiar with. I am going to do exactly the same thing as I did in my fluid mechanics course. I will teach asynchronized. I will be here online every time during the lecture hours. I will record my lectures, and you will follow, and you will be able to ask questions or interact with me if you do not understand anything. This is the way how I am going to deliver. And there will be 50% problem solving sessions. I mean, I am trying to balance it like 50% theory and 50% problem solving in this semester. This is what I am planning to do actually. Okay, do we have any question for so far? If you don't have any question, I will continue with the summative assessment part. And now it is your turn to ask questions if you have anything about the content.
Actually, I have. When we registered the course, there was no lab sections. We only had tutorial. So does it mean that we won't have any tutorials, but we'll have labs?
Yeah, tutorials are labs. I mean, labs are not a kind of, okay, this is a good question, actually. Thank you very much, Thomas. Don't worry. The lab sessions will be handled during the course hours, most probably, okay, or tutorial hours. Okay, let me check it out. Okay, did you register any labs or tutorial hours, or only course hours?
We have lecture and tutorial, so they are mandated.
Okay, there is no tutorial until the break. Okay, we can do tutorials. I mean, tutorial means if you need extra support in terms of problem solving, I can do that, but you should request it. I mean, you should ask me to have a tutorial. Okay, we can do tutorials. It means problem solving. I can do that, but after the spring break, the tutorials means labs. Okay, so we will do labs. And most probably you will have only one lab session in one semester. That's because of the pandemic. So think in that way. We have like 90 students. Okay, are you following me? You have 90 students, and we are going to make groups like 20. Okay, and for example, if you are in group 1, you will come in the first week in the lab, and you will make the experiments and you will report it. Then there will be no lab experiment for you. That's all. One session only, most probably. And if you are in the second group, you will come in the second week. And we will do it in that way. So we are trying to handle everything in 5 weeks in 5 different groups. And we are going to repeat the experiments 5 different times. And if you miss your session, you will have a chance to join the next session, okay? And because of some, I mean, health issues and other problems, if you are not able to join this session with a kind of proper excuse, you will be able to join another session, but the details are not clear. Even I am not sure what is going to happen, because it is not clear that if you are going to come back to campus or not. It is not clear. Nothing is clear at the moment, but everything will be clear as soon as possible, I hope. So then we are going to clarify everything. So for the labs, just bear with me until spring break, okay? Everything will be crystal clear after the spring break. And if you are not in the campus, if you are not allowed to enter the campus by some reason, we do demonstrations, online demonstrations for you. I mean, it means that Akgül and me, we will be in the lab and we will make a kind of experiment demonstration. You will watch it and you will be able to ask questions. It is not what we like because we did it in previous year and it was not very satisfactory. We didn't like it. I mean, I know that the experiment should be in-person experience. So you should be in the lab. That's why we should wait until the spring break. And I think everything will be clear in terms of lab parts, okay? So even I don't have a clear answer, but what I will say that again, I am repeating, there will be different sessions, like 5 groups, and you will join the lab and do the experiment only once, 2 experiments. One experiment is taking around half an hour, and another experiment is taking another half an hour. With the preparation period, you have to spend around 2 hours in the lab, and you are going to conduct both of the experiments. So you will conduct 2 experiments in 1 week. And it is going to happen in group by groups. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, if you ask me the further details, I don't have, because I am not also sure what's going to happen. Let's wait and see, okay? This is the plan at the moment, what we are going to do. So, as you remember from fluid mechanics, it's going to happen in the same way. I will give you problem-solving assignments. Guys, I know that, especially I saw it in the feedback sessions. Some students were complaining about that problem-solving assignments are difficult. Of course, it should be, okay, because these are problem-solving assignments. You are supposed to solve those problems by yourselves and spend some time on it, okay? So that's why problem-solving assignments are typically difficult questions than typical questions in the course I solve, or the questions you are supposed to solve in the exams. So problem-solving assignments are going to be a little bit time-taking and difficult questions. It's going to be in the same way. You will get 4 questions, okay? And these are the initial dates, tentative. They might be different in the future, but anyway, you may expect that you are going to have 1 problem after each 2 weeks, after every 2 weeks, okay? After every 2 weeks. Then in total, you are going to have 4 problem assignments. You will solve them and you will upload them on Moodle. And in total, you are going to collect 20%, 5% of each. And lab experiments, as I told you that we have 2 experiments and details are somewhere here. Let me show you where they are. Just give me 1 second, please. Okay, here. The first experiment is about open channel flow. The second experiment is about hydraulic jump. And you are going to conduct 2 experiments. And after conducting the experiment, you should write a lab report. And those reports will be written by person. I mean, not in a group. You will write by your own report. We will provide you all the details. And based on your report, you are going to get your mark. And you will get 10 points, like 5 points and for each lab reports. And then you are going to collect 10 points from the lab experiments. Your experiment and your report will be marked together with 5 points for each, and you are going to collect 10 points for the lab session. And then we will have 1 midterm exam. It is going to be a kind of classical exam, like an exam, paper-based exam, as I did in fluid mechanics. It is going to be exactly in the same way what we did before. And then you will have a final exam, and the exams are 70%. Problem solving assignments and lab activities are your other activities, and they are 30%, which makes 100% in total. This is the assessment of the course. Okay, guys. And in terms of book, you will use the same book, Fluid Mechanics, Yunus Şengel. And also there is an additional book I provided here, and this book is available in our library. And if you have a chance to go to library, you can take it. And also there is 1 online book. And is there any student interested in additional resource? And also, if you have an intention to continue and gain some more experience in water resource engineering, I have I have codes. I mean, official codes for an online book, and this is also the book I am using it in my next lecture, water supply and management course. So if anybody is interested in to have additional resource, an online book, and if you have also interest in water resource engineering, please let me know. I can provide you code for that book, and you can have extra material if you want. But it is a little bit advanced version. So if you ask me that, the fluid mechanics book, Yunus Cengiz, would be good enough for you. Okay. For hydraulics part, for hydrology part, I am going to provide you all materials, and this is the book, a kind of supporting book for the hydrology part. You can use it. So, okay, these are the main books. The first one is for hydraulic, the second one for hydrology. Okay, this is my introduction, guys. And now it is your turn. Please ask me any questions if you like, if you need extra information. Let's make the discussions based on your insights. And
Professor,
yes, please.
can you please identify like the most complicated topics in this semester, like we have pay attention to?
Takmina, this is a good question. Actually, I strongly suggest you to spend a very careful attention on the first part, hydraulic. Hydraulic is difficult, more difficult than hydrology. Okay, so hydraulic, open channel flow is a little bit, yes, a difficult topic. And okay, let me give you one quick insight. Okay, for example, if you remember from fluid mechanics, okay, do you remember that we were making some analysis by using Moody diagram? Do you remember Moody diagram for energy losses? I mean, in order to find the energy losses, we were using Moody diagram, and you were making a kind of initial guess of Reynolds number and using Moody diagram, and you are defining or deciding on the pipeline dimensions. And it was one of the most difficult questions in fluid mechanics. And in hydraulics, most of the questions are starting at that level, and they are more difficult than this level. Okay, so it requires a little bit good understanding, and not only good understanding, it also requires the conceptual. I mean, we are going to have more concepts like Darcy-Weisbach equation. I mean, there will be different, like Chezy equation, like Manning equation. You are going to learn different concepts and equations, and you have to know that how to apply all those rules and principles to solve the problem. Actually, hydraulics is a kind of lecture more practical than fluid mechanics. Fluid mechanics are more theoretical. Hydraulics is more practical. That's why you should have some skills in terms of engineering, use of some engineering charts and diagrams. These are really real, some practical information. And my understanding and also my experience is that this is not only as a professor, even I remember from my university studentship, and if you miss the courses, just my courses, you might have difficulties to understand the things, okay? So I strongly suggest you to come and listen me and please try to understand everything during my course. And if you do not understand anything, keep asking, okay? Punish me. Don't worry, I will be patient. And don't leave this classroom without understanding. Otherwise, you might have some difficulties. And the first part, hydraulic, is relatively difficult than hydrology part. But I am not telling you that hydrology is also easy, but hydraulic is. And as I remember, I am also a civil engineer, and I graduated from the best university in Turkey. And I remember from my studentship, and I think 90% of students were agree that hydraulic is the most difficult course among the others in civil engineering in civil engineering department. There are some other courses, they are difficult, I remember, okay? But hydraulic is not a kind of course you can take it easy. You should focus on, okay? You should focus on. So this is a warning, you guys, at the beginning. Be concentrated. Do not miss the courses. Take this course seriously, okay? And the best thing is that attendance. and then I think you should be fine. And learn everything in the course. And don't afraid, don't be shy. Just keep asking me if you do not understand. I will do my best to explain the things as smooth as possible. And I've been teaching in water engineering, water resource engineering courses, including hydraulics, maybe more than 20 years. So I have good experience, don't worry. I will do my best to help you and try to explain everything as good as possible. And again, if the lecture times are not good enough, I am happy to organize tutorials for you. Okay, just ask for it if you need it. For example, if you are having difficulties to solve problem assignments, or if you have difficulties to understand the concept, introduce you. And if you need additional support by solving some other problems, okay, just ask me a couple of days ago before, okay, and I will organize you a tutorial. Then I will solve extra problems for you. It might be good for you, but I will not do it by myself if you don't ask it. And also I have office hours, as I told you, on Fridays, the same day, the same time, as even I am using the same link that I used in earlier semester. I will share it with you in this week and maybe next week. So you can come my office hour too for extra support if you need. Okay, another question, please.
Yes, about these tutorials. I'm sorry. If the majority of the class understood the topic, only approximately 2 or 3 students did not, can the tutorial still be organized?
Yeah, we can do that. Why not? The tutorials will not be counted for attendance, okay? So I am not going to take the attendance during the tutorials. It is optional, but I will not be there if there is no request, okay? So if a couple of students are asking for a tutorial, of course, now no tutorial for one student, okay? There should be some students there, okay? And we will announce that there will be a tutorial and everybody will be able to join it. And we will solve extra problems. So I don't mind to make a tutorial for a couple of students, why not? But it is not a kind of thing one-to-one. I mean, Takmina, it means that if you ask me to come tutorial and teach you, it is not going to happen, okay? There should be kind of for some students, group of students. That's why we are going to announce it. And it is going to be an open session for further discussions and maybe solving extra problems or resolving the existing problems. Most of the time it is working in that way. Students are having difficulties to understand the problems while they are making self-study and they're asking for me, okay, professor, those questions were difficult. Could we solve them again? Then we are making a tutorial to solve those things, okay? So I can do the tutorial. Even my TA can do some tutorial if she is capable of handling those things. We will coordinate it later, okay? But most of the time I will do the tutorial based on your request, okay? So let me know if you need, but not the day of tutorial. I mean, you should ask me a couple of days before. For example, if you ask me on Friday, then I can organize the tutorial on the next week. Okay. I don't mind because this semester is short. I think everybody, including me and you, we should put extra effort. So those can be useful and handful to help you.
Dear Professor, will you provide us with set of problems except of those which are presented in lecture slides?
Okay, what purpose? Extra stuff like for extra study, or do you
Yes,
for self-study.
Oh yeah, I can provide you many. Yeah, why not? It is. I mean, even the book, Chengel's book. There are hundreds of problems at the end of sections and section ends. But I think you are expecting something else. Do you expect something else? Do you expect me to provide those questions and ask similar questions in the exam? But it's not going to happen. I don't do that.
Could you give us a list of problems for each topic and
Okay.
provide with solution steps in order to practice our skills?
I got it. Let's do it in that way. What I can do after introducing the section, maybe end book questions, I can address some of them. For example, I can say that, okay, those questions. We can maybe check some of the questions which are the most critical ones. Okay, then I can make a kind of list of like 10 questions and maybe 20 from the book, and I am pretty sure that you have already the solution of that book. Okay, because Yunus Şengel's books is famous and everybody has the copy, PDF copy, and most probably you have the solution, so you can easily access the solutions. But if you have still some problems in solving, we can handle those extra questions in tutorial sessions. It is possible. Okay, Aycan and Aydana, I think it is a good and reasonable request. We can do that. Yes, I will address more questions for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Even I can help you to solve those problems if you cannot. I mean, but this should be done in tutorial sessions. Anything else, please? Again, before ending, I'd like to re-emphasize that this course is not an easy one, guys. Do not underestimate. Do not take it easy. Make a kind of good adjustment in your schedule for this course. I mean, you should attend all the courses, all possible courses. Attendance is utmost importance, because my experience is that there are lots of technical details, tricks, and practical information to solve hydraulic problems, and you can get them only from me. Okay, it might be difficult to learn those things from the books, and that's why I strongly suggest you to attend my courses. And also, we are going to follow your attendance. Okay, and we will report your attendance, not maybe weekly basis, but as timely as possible. My TA is going to report everything add your attendance on Moodle. Your attendance is very important, and try to learn everything on time during the course, and do not allow me to pass the next stage if you do not understand anything. Okay, let's do it that way. You can be annoying by asking questions. Don't worry, do it. Keep asking questions if you do not understand. It is my responsibility to teach you, so I will do my best to teach you if some topics are not clear for you. Again, yes, hydraulic is not going to be easy, but you are clever. You are clever, guys. I mean, my experience with Nazarbayev University students are quite well, and you are doing most of the time well with the concepts and problem solving. You are very good, but still, you should invest your time. Don't take this course easy. Invest your time, make a plan, and also allow sometimes at home to study, and you will be fine. Okay, thank you, guys. I think I am done for today, and this is my introduction. So I will start first topic on Thursday. Not going to teach today.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, guys. See you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Okay,
Goodbye.
stay safe.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye.